Biggie. 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 Biggie.
Can y'all hear me? Oh, good. All right. Did y'all hear what I was saying? Here's a little story about a man named Razer. He's a little bit of a copyright embracer. Shout outs to Razer Comics, Comics Curing Cancer. All those guys, you know, they're awesome. Spread the love. Spread the love in this community. Hope y'all are doing fantastic. We love everybody in this community. There's nothing but love. I love everybody. I love you. I love you. I love you. And I love you. So today's title, we're going to tell a little story. Took me a little while to interpret this. You know, some people like synthetic panels say I ain't too bright. I'm not too bright. Not too bright. Oh, Immortal Biggie Shack. You're a half-twit. Hard R. Oh, yeah. What's up, guys? What's up, guys? So everything's been kind of chilled out. It's a little smoothed out lately. All right, let's tell a little story. I'm going to tell a little story. All right. So the way I interpreted the Saturday night Razorthon and the way the con's going is that ever since the DJ Links interview with our guy Razer, and he's been looking good. He must have lost some weight. Razer looks great. He looks happy. He's found his he's found his people. I think he pretty much looks up to Rob and DJ Links. So it's fantastic that they were able to get through whatever adversities they had. You know, a little misunderstanding never stopped people from being friends, you know. So do I have an issue with some of the things that have been said about me? A little one, but I'm okay with it. You do what you do, you say what you say, and you gotta be held accountable for what you do and say, right? So all I'm doing now is just giving a summary, a little summary, guys, of what I believe the direction is. You understand? Breaking news. So I am the Shaquille O'Neal of breaking news. And I hope I don't get in trouble for this. I ain't got nothing foul to say about anybody. I ain't got anything horrible to announce. If you guys are here for that, you're not going to hear it. But I'm just going to kind of echo the things I believe to understand, right? All right. So Cobb's curing cancer, hashtag joy, or spread the love, right? What does this mean? What does this mean? What am I doing right now? What do you guys think I'm doing? Huh? What do you guys think I'm doing? I've been told on live stream a few days ago that I might not be the most supportive of the Comics Curing Cancer. I'm furthest from the truth, dude. I hate cancer just as much as anybody. It's affected people I love, so I hate it. It's a horrible thing. You guys are awesome. Appreciate y'all. People say I might be trolling Razer. I don't think I am. I think I'm being promoted. I'm promoting the guy. I think does good content. You know, he does content, and he's accomplished a bunch of things. You know, so shout outs to him. So the way I understood the way this is working is now that after Razer um, has said some things about community members, and he's kind of looking for a place to call his own, for a place to find his own type of people and friends, right? So something stuck with me with what he said on that stream was all he does is say the things that the people that support him won't say. So that's what mostly this is about, is that if I'm to believe, and I believe Razer, I think he's an honest guy. All right. I think that the guy, he's shooting straight. He's a good reporter. He tells us the way it is. So the guys that support him and in his future endeavors and help him behind the scenes, they agree with him when he says these things about certain community members. Like, I wouldn't even think Darth. I would think me more than others. Not many people have a horrible opinion of Darth. He's too fresh and brand new. He's been real specific, you know. So I kind of felt like that was a shot at me more than anybody. You know, who's the second and third place people taking the most heat? I would guess me, and I'm not gonna bring in any of my friends, but I would think those. So I am in the understanding of people in the back support him, are agreeing with the things he's saying, and they think it's great. Now, they might be just telling him that. You know, even when somebody tells you something, they don't mean it. You know. Um, so yeah, it's like word of mouth, right? So my point is that he's making a statement with saying he's joining the fight, he's promoting comics curing cancer, and we're spreading love. We're spreading love here, and I think it's a beautiful thing. So even if Razer was satire, joking, and it's all a gimmick. All of this is a gimmick, and all the things we say are jokes. And those guys, you know, I think he's made it specific. You know, DJ Lynx has donated to Razer, and I believe Rob, Fat Stacks, and others, Swagda and Fable, and the whole con thing, right? So, yeah, spread the love. Everything is beautiful. You know, this is all fantastic. It's kind of like you just kind of hop around and you do what you want, and you kind of you get to have your cake and eat it too. It's a beautiful thing. So that's the point in Comics Curing Razer. I thought I put hashtag, or I put spread the love on here. It's not working though. Hold on. Must not have saved it. So shout outs to everybody involved. Oops. Oh, it's not going to let me. Dang. Well, what can I do to... Is it going to let me get through here? All right, save. Thank you. All right. So that's about it. You know, either it's true or it's not. The guys are supportive of what he says or not. It really don't matter. I'm glad they all found each other and they all found a good place to be. As long as y'all ain't spreading the herb. No, nobody's spreading the herb. So what do y'all think, chat? That's the way I interpreted the last video. Was like, I'm still gonna be the edgy guy I am, but I'm also accepted in this group now, and they all appreciate me, and like they love me, and they support what I'm doing, and so they just picked up all of the. I mean, they support me too. Like they're members of my channel. I've had them partake in my channel, so it's all good. For me, I'm going to probably stay distant until I feel like it's really a good place for me to have fun at. It was kind of something that took me a while to process and think about. Like it was a bit of a well done psychological move by old razer. So kudos to him. He really whooped us. He whooped me. He whooped me specifically. I'm not looking for sympathy. I'm not disappointed. I'm not mad. I think that it's all fun and games, except for a couple things that were said. I don't even want to repeat those because those are kind of fucked up. Maybe that's why I can't let it go. But I think I understand it. It's, I was a bit of an ornery guy. I didn't really mess with anybody. I was a bit of a wild child. And then it got to a point to where he was like, you know what? It'd be good to be on this side because it would be a good reflection of my personality as not being a horrible person. I'm a nice person. Look at the friends I have. So Comics Curing Razor is 2025. Shout outs to Comics Curing Razor. Hopefully they can cure Razor and he could be this like really nice. I mean, he does have 3,000 subs now. I'm sure Georgie's going to say I talk too much about him. That's fine. He said Dark talked too much about him. I'm talking. I'm saying something. I'm acknowledging things. I'm just doing a review of it, and I'm giving the perspective I got. I think it's fun. I think that I deserve to say something. I feel like I am willing to say that I've been kind of in this little situation, and I thought that I could give my 2 cents. At first, I was like, hey, man, it's all good. Maybe I'm jealous. Is that it? I think I'm jealous, and I'm looking for sympathy is the thing I'm doing right now. I think I'm playing chess, and you're playing tic-tac-toe, and we're just playing 2 different games. Like you're a tic-tac-toe master, and I'm a chess master. I didn't learn any kind of strategy from Razer or Sticky Goose, or I'm not a troll. I'm just here shooting the shit, giving my opinions about things that have happened. I review videos. I'm not doing any EFAPs. I'm not doing any copying or imitating. None of that stuff's here for me, guys. I'm like almost like Coca-Cola, the original recipe. Breaking news. So I said what I had to say. I'm not going to be specific. I'm very proud of those guys. I'm glad they found each other. They're happy. They're all rooting each other on. They're very supportive of themselves. I'm still not ready. I did watch the stream, so I might be a bit of a hate watcher. You could call me that. Tell you the truth, I was a little scared because my channel was kind of shadow banned. You guys might think that's funny. Some of the things that were getting said by these burners were definitely coming out of Razer's thing, out of his icon. Like, there's proof. It's there. So I had a good assumption to think it might have been him. So I really didn't want to say nothing bad about him because I didn't want to lose my channel. I feel like we're in a pretty chill, peaceful mode. I don't think anything I've said is wrong. I'm just trying to repeat and regurgitate what I've seen and just let y'all know, understand it. And that's, I don't seem very violent to me still. I just wanted to let it know. That'd be known, you know. Um, what I said earlier, Comics Curing Cancer support Razor, and he supports them, and it's all a good thing. And I'm glad that they're doing it all together, and it's all gravy. And I don't think that any of them hate us either, you know. I think he just says silly things, and he don't really mean it. But at the same time, like some things, I just don't partake in as of right now. Um, I'm not going to call him any names. I'm not going to say I think he's been losing weight. I think he looks pretty good. He's a healthy kid. You're looking great, Razor. You're doing great. I'm glad you got some buddies. I'm glad that DJ Lynx is so forgiving, or whatever you want to call it, just so welcoming to be a good buddy of yours. And he's a good buddy of all of ours. And I'm glad that Mr. Rob Fatstacks is supporting and backing you in 100% of your endeavors. Now, he didn't use names. He didn't say like it was Fatstacks and Links that were like rooting him on and giving him to attaboys. He never said that. I was just left to assume it possibly could be them or others or all, like Fable, whoever else, Blaster, whoever you want to put up there, anybody, Synthetic, So that's just me just regurgitating what I've seen. I think I understand it now. It takes me a while. I'm a little confused sometimes. Like Synthetic pointed out, it's very true. It's kind of nasty to say in the chat, but it's a little bit true. Like it takes me a while. And I think I came with a cool idea and a way to express myself. This is fun for me. I'm having fun. I hope I don't get punished. That's the whole thing that's kind of wrecked everything, is the trolls and the punishments and all that stuff. Like, yay, Chihuahua. So you're not going to be seeing much hateful stuff from me. I'm just going to voice my opinions and be truth. I was a little shy of it because I went through a little time trial and I was going through some stuff. But now I'm feeling a little stronger and I can kind of deal with stuff, I don't doubt that he'll bring this up later. I don't think it should be that big of a deal. I think it's absolutely what's going on. And I ain't got nothing against it. I think it's fantastic. Spread the love. Spread it. You know what you're talking about better than most. I try to tell it the way I see it. You gotta be able to not see if I came on here and I was just mad and I was just saying, oh, I'm so angry, and it makes you look like you're depressed and sad and shit. So that's not what's going on. I'm in a good spot now. I got some decent people around me, and I'm good with that. That's about how I live it. I don't expect everybody to do exactly what I want. You understand? And that's pretty crazy if you go around thinking that everybody's just going to be a perfect sweetheart to you. You're bound to run across some negative things, So I'm going to drop the link. I don't think I got much more to say about any of it. If you didn't hear what I said, go rewind it. I said what I said. That's about it. not really nothing too exciting. I think, and now if I'm wrong, I'm sure they could point out how I'm wrong, but I don't think I said anything too controversial. That's the way it looks on paper. I think that Razor's doing a great thing with the comics curing cancer, and I feel like it's good for his personality because of the way things were getting. And now he has some solid buddies, and it makes him, maybe a little more less controversial. You see, so comics curing Razor is in effect. I believe that's a thing, and I have no reason to be upset at that. Like, I'm glad that he found some buddies. I'm glad that they're having fun and supporting each other. That's what we do here. So good for them. Kudos. I'm in the forgiving mode myself. I forgive a lot of things, and that's the way it goes. Breaking news. Breaking news. Mr. Darth Lopez.
Breaking news. Breaking news.
Breaking news.
That
So
was such a lovely, peaceful
it's a
display of words, Mr.
thank you.
Immortal.
Yeah, I don't think that I
Okay.
manipulated or twisted anything, did I, Darth?
Absolutely not.
No.
I'm not quite sure. I know what you're talking about. I mean, I got drones everywhere. I got surveillance everywhere on the drama heads and their comments and all that. So, the current king of drama sees everything. But right now we're enjoying the summer of peace. But I hear everything and see everything and catch every single subliminal.
Subliminal messaging. If you play this video backwards, you might hear a different message.
Mm.
You have to get the auto tempo to 75%.
Yeah, I don't really know the whole comics for cancer group.
No, I'll break it down to you. I'll break it down so everybody. But before we do that,
Breaking news.
Breaking news. We have Mr. One
One of the greatest Canadians I've
Going
ever
on?
known.
How you doing, my man?
What's up, bro?
Damn good Canadian, Northern America. All right.
Yeah. Can't escape that.
So, Mr. Darth Lopez wanted me to describe the purpose of this video.
Oh yes, please.
And I am very accommodating, and someone asked me to do something. I figure I could do that. The comics curing Razor.
Oh,
He came in like a wild child, straight out of Razor rants. Brought the YouTube world by storm. Everybody was enchanted, and he was hitting above his mark for a while.
He was on fuego. He was on fuego.
It was fire.
Yeah.
Let's just say that. And then he kind of, one of his numbers went up, and now it's hard to match the consistency of going above your numbers when your number is so high. Now he's at like 25,000 subs. So,
wow.
Well. This isn't at all any type of engagement for battle. He has said himself he invested in the channel.
yes.
So there you go.
Shared it with all of us because he's an honest guy.
Very honest.
Very.
Like even when we were compadres. Yeah. What you just said.
So my point in all of this is that he did kind of maybe drag some of us because he was just being
He was just being funny. He was
with
just being
Yeah.
funny.
He was just
It's
being funny.
satire. It's
Yeah.
satire.
Satire.
But
Hilarious.
I would exclude myself from that group because again, this is not an active engagement. But I went. My thing was different with him. So all those shots he took at me were welcomed and were egged on. And I instigated. I attacked first. I understand that. So it's a bit different for me and then you guys. You know, I think unfortunately because we're running the same pack, if you will, there might have been some strays and shrapnel at others that were a bit harsh, right? We're a bit under the belt, which is why I went under the belt in that engagement because, again, let me clarify.
Man,
I'm
can we just
not trying.
can we stop with all the fun fancy words and just call them lies like they fucking are?
Uh,
I
we're
didn't
we're
partake in
trying to
any
be peaceful.
tomfoolery. I did
Yeah.
not
Yeah,
partake.
no, yeah, Biggie did not. Nor did Miss. Well, no, I won't. Yeah, I don't know. I can't
Yeah.
speak for TM. I can't speak for TM. So
Oh, that's also something that I'm trying to stay out of because it's not good on both sides. One side's predominantly worse, but there's still I can't be his speaker, and I think TM's asked me not to bring him up, so I don't want to bring him up.
Yeah.
And so the thing was with this last video was pretty much at the end of it. The thing that spurred all of this was the part where he says, I am the one that voices the opinions of my supporters. Now they can't say these things, but when I do, they enjoy it too.
Oh, I see. I see.
So
mm,
that is what got me to be like, oh, it clicked. I was like, oh, I see. So he's like very much in the mood of letting us know that he's in good graces with some community members that are predominant, and I would say the Comics Curing Cancer, Rob's Fat Stacks, and DJ Links. He's bragged about the books that they've donated, and other people have done it too. It's not just them. That don't mean that he means they are the ones saying it, but according to Razor, which he wouldn't lie, like he's a very honest guy. Some of his supporters enjoy it when he says nasty things, I think. So I think that this Comics Curing Cancer is a way to maybe soften up his personality, maybe a little more acceptable to other people in this community world, right? That's the whole point. It's pretty much. I think that's what he said in so many words in the last video. I'm just regurgitating what I
yeah,
saw.
I didn't watch any of it. I haven't watched any of it for a minute. The last time I just pulled the transcripts just in case there weren't any shots fired, and then after that, I don't really know.
I think you're.
But that's Bleeker.
Oh, is it Bleeker? Bleeker sounds like you're on a Harley right now.
Oh, I'm walking outside through buildings. It's really windy.
I'm sorry.
Sorry about that, brother. I'll turn my mic down.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you want to pop in there at any point, that's completely cool. But yeah, that's the whole point in this. And I think it's awesome that they found each other and they're all buddies. And he's making friends and he's making big moves in the community. And we're all forgiving people and we're all very welcoming and accepting. You ain't gotta be forgiving. Nobody did anything wrong. I'm not quite yet there to say that willing to share my pleasantries with Mr. Razor yet, but maybe one day I will get there. I'm very open to. I mean, if he wanted to hop on panel now, I would absolutely love to do that. But that's just my way I do.
Everybody has a spot or place in this community, man. There's really, that's just the way it is. So.
Can you ask who Razor is? He is Mr. Razor Comics. Just look it up. It's hard to miss, dude.
Yeah, it's very
Yes,
Should have heard from you guys tonight. Thanks.
Big community. Big community out there. Space for everybody, man.
With places for everybody. Yeah.
All type of content. You know, it's just that's how it is. Yeah.
I don't want to say that I'm tying the charity to Razor like naysaying people. I'm just saying that besides that, like he's definitely like showcasing that his friends with groups of people, like even with the Fables and the PCP, and I could be a little joking. I understand that, you know, I could sound like a smart ass guy and shit. I get it, you know, but I still try to be nice enough and clean enough to where you don't have to worry about me putting you down too bad. I'm just repeating what I've seen and the way I understand it. I thought it would be fun to do that, so that's what I'm doing. I
Well,
have
you're
no issues
you're a
with
lot more
anybody.
forgiving than I am, Biggie. That's for
A
sure.
lot more forgiving, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I took some pretty hard shots, and I did explain that I don't know who did it, but the thing that with the burner accounts was that I saw Razor saying some of the things the burner accounts saying, so I was very quick to assume. You could call me an ass if you want, but there were some
Yeah.
pretty
He's
vile
just saying,
things that Razor said.
but he's just saying stuff that his followers want him to say, right? So
Apparently, they think that it's great and awesome, according to him, which he has no reason to lie. So,
well, that makes sense then. That makes perfect
yeah.
sense.
Well, those burners, they were very specific comments to very specific people. So it was easy to figure out or pinpoint an individual or a group because they were very, very specific comments. That's all I took that, you know. But those burners, man, I kind of feel a little shitty about that because I kind of welcomed on to those streams when I was doing them. So they came in full force. But I did notice a pattern how they came specifically on 2 occasions and then they were gone. That never appeared anywhere else. So, you know, I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but
Yeah, whenever you
it points one
see,
way.
if I seen anybody in the chat saying the exact same thing that I would assume they might have something to do with it, dude. That's just natural. Very natural to me.
How'd your
Yeah,
show go last night, Darth? How was it? I missed it. That was
it's pretty good, bro.
good.
We're finding our groove. I like doing the comic book thing, man. I like going into the deep dives. But Sicko was like, it was a busy week for him, and I've been working a lot. So we kind of used the weapon to kind of get us through. So I'm not sure the next book we're gonna do, but I'm gonna keep doing it, dude. I like it, and it's carefree, just fun. Bleaker, like I don't, I'm comfortable with it. It's not the drama shit, that thing kind of, I get obsessed with it. You know what I mean? I love doing it. This is more relaxed. Dude. I don't even care about uh views or anything like that. How many people in the chat? You know what I mean? It's just more relaxed, chill. But I will be doing my bags and unfiltered Wednesday.
That's a
You
big
know what I
fucking
mean?
butt.
Yeah. Sorry, I am who I am, but I've already said, dude, I'm just toning it down, dude. I'm not going to go out there and call people by, harsh names, harsh language. I'm not doing none of that.
Cool, man.
I mean, but I am part of this community, dude, and I do like to hang out. I do like group community streams, man. Ever since I've been on this side, that's kind, it's kind of got it from Biggie, Bleaker. These are the first two guys
I
welcomed
gotta
with
I gotta
open
get out of
arms
here,
on this side.
boys. I just want to say I
All right,
love you
bro.
both. You're so
Yeah, bro.
fantastic. You're the best
Thank
people
you
I've
so
ever
much.
met, and love.
Absolutely.
Love you so
Yes.
much that
Yes.
I would
Spread
like
the
to
love.
fly to your town and smooch and
Yeah.
sniff your hair.
Yeah. Buy you all the books you ever wanted.
Later, bro.
9/8 too. Yeah, so Big, I gotta come on. I gotta do me.
You got to do
It's just
bro.
yeah,
And
bro.
I had to get what was off my chest. It took me about a couple weeks, but I got a little paranoid there for a little while. My anxiety's been stupid, and I got a
Yeah,
little
yeah.
paranoid whenever something silly happened. It don't take much to get me rattled, so I try not to bite off more than I could chew. Um, so I've been handling this the way I handle it, and I got what I wanted to say out there. Message received. Message received, and thank you for your participation and your entertainment. That's about it. I don't think it was too horrible.
No, I don't see so. Nothing engaging.
No, and I'm
Nothing.
probably not
Nothing.
gonna say anything that much worse than that in the future. Like I'm pretty happy with the way things are going. I'm glad that everybody's getting along the way they do.
Or staying in their bubble. Pretty, pretty much
Or enjoyed
not
their company.
not instigating any, shenanigans.
No, yeah, I think that it's going to be a nice spread the love message at the end of the day, and that's what I'm here to do. Just like Bleecker said.
Well, I mean, we have to be, you got to be honest about the situation. Since we're being honest, it can be taken. That individual could take it how he wants to take it, and then do his thing
Yeah,
on Saturday, which I don't,
I thought that
I ain't got
specific.
time for it.
I thought that specifically he kind of meant like maybe me more than anybody else when he said like his buddies enjoyed what he says and they can't quite say it because why would they have any foul feelings for Darth? Like, what the fuck did Darth do to anybody besides him and Sticky Goose, right? So I thought,
Right.
like, I don't want people to suffer because they're my friends and shit, but I just want to kind of point out that there's a possibility that could be a thing. I don't know. I don't believe it. I think that those guys are swell and they're good people and they're obviously very welcoming. So I'm sure they'd welcome me too. And I think it's cool for Razor. He's gonna get a nice perspective from other people outside the box. We'll say he's hanging out with some very predominant YouTubers, and it makes everybody look great. There you go. Yeah.
Yeah, my headphones. Yeah,
Hashtag spread
I
the love.
forgot. I don't really know that pocket. I have a good accord with DJ Links. That's awesome. So what he feels he wants to do on that side. I got no issue with that. And I don't know the comic series cancer dude, so that's not really my pocket. That's not saying I don't have anything negative to say about that. I think that's a good thing. The comics curing. And you
Yeah.
know what? Hey man, Biggie. Honestly, maybe they feel I don't know. Everybody deserves a second chance,
Right.
right? Maybe everybody could right the ship. I mean, he's been negative. I've been negative in some of the content we've done and said. Mine's has been more specific with intent to individuals. His is more broad, but hey, um, people believe in second chances, man. I mean,
Yeah. And it's a good thing. So I'm gonna show y'all a competition right now, and you could go vote for who you believe has the better collection. I am going up against
hey, Big, I'm gonna hop off.
yeah,
Um,
man.
okay, alrighty,
All right, big dog.
all right, doc.
Later. Thanks for hopping on. Um, so I'm going up against Cliff for comics on this thing on Son of Crimes. And I'm not really too worked up about winning or losing. I just want to say I gave it a nice little shot. So I posted it in my comments and I'm going to share it during the stream. Oh, it's closed. Oh, never mind. Oh, no. Who won? Oh, no. I don't even want to look. I'm going to lose. Did I win? I think I won. I think I won. Oh, no. It closes tomorrow. It's still active. So it's right here. I don't have the link to it. But this is the Son of Crom competition. So if you don't mind, go and vote for your favorite collectors. It literally says on my category, vote for who you think has the best comic collection. Don't forget to vote in the 7 other first round battles. And all of these are there. It's right there in his posts. So go check it out. All right. Well, I think that was a productive stream. Spread the love across the nation. That's the way I understood it. This way I'm going to roll with it. Breaking news. Breaking news. Anywho, I don't have a bunch of horrible things to say. I just wanted to give my perspective of the way I understood it. And I thought that I was a part of it. So that was my opinion. I kind of didn't want to talk about it at first. I wanted to sit on it for a little while and process it. I think this is about as good as I could do. So that's the kind of content I'm bringing to you today on the network. We'll be back tomorrow for Superman 74, The Death of Superman. And Comic Securing Razor, guys. Go support it. Support everybody involved. And spread the love. So thanks to the chat. We didn't reach the goal today. I had a goal. Not one person wanted to reach it. Maybe it was a little too high. Yeah, go vote Biggie on the Son of Crom. That's about it, man. So yeah, tomorrow catch us on Book Club. Thank you to everybody. Now all of my supporters and shit, they don't tell me like go do anything. I just come up with the stuff I say by myself. Nobody was wanting me to do any of the content I've said in the last few years, as far as I could tell, unless they asked me to come on their show, and that's a different thing. But yeah, man, appreciate y'all. I explained the meaning of the video about 15 times.
I used to think you were just about the most.
I'm obviously looking for sympathy and pity. That's what I'm doing right now, obviously. See y'all later. Hashtag enjoy.
Biggie. Biggie.